Hello, United Rogue, and we are back with the last match of Week 1 of this new season. I'm here joined with Arunos.
Hi there.
And we got a pretty good Emerald match going on. We got Miami versus Montreal. It's going to be pretty good. You know anyone here right now, Arunos?
I see several familiar faces. Pretty much almost the entirety of Miami, and I'd say about 3/4 of Montreal. Me always looking at my tanks. A big fan here of both Storm, and I'm assuming Chris with a K here is going to be the tank for Montreal.
Yeah, I would imagine. I know Chris with a K when we played together on Ottawa. That was always a fun tank to play with. Storm, I know he was in Ruby last season. He played a lot of Doom, if I remember, if that's the right Storm.
That's the one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. One of the 4 Doom players I believe we have currently in the league. 4 or 5 Doom players in the league. Being myself, Adbon, Minky, Storm, and I don't remember who the last one is. It's an Emerald player. I don't remember who it is though.
I know that for Chris with the K, he really loves his Winston. He loves Dive, so we'll have to see. Will Montreal roll out with Dive or what they will bring out with? But here we go. I'm going to guess, for Miami, you got Dragon Master and Kamani as that support line. And then you got Buns and Doge as DPS, or maybe you have Storm and Buns as a DPS?
We'll see what we get. I know for a fact. Oh, there we go. Chris with a King coming out with his pretty classic Reinhardt. I know that's considered a safe pick for him.
Yep.
One of probably his best hero overall. Storm coming out with a Winston here. You said it might be Chris, but it looks like it's Storm. Interesting pick here. Typically when you see Doom players having to, pick between either Winston or Doom, it's usually going to be the Doom. So I'm pretty interested by this pick.
I really do like Miami's little core right here. It seems like they're maybe they're ready for that dive a little bit. As now they are Miami's just chilling back. It looks like Montreal is pushing up. Chris is trying to get a kill on Storm. Storm's under half. And Buns falls. He's the first one to fall. Dead inside. Going in that backline. Kamani falls. Dragon falls. And Storm will fall. As Reaper will fall away. That is a great, first team fight win for Montreal right there. And seemed pretty great overall. They just collapsed on Miami.
Yeah, very solid early picks coming out, securing that fight win there for Montreal. As Miami looks to take point here right at the beginning of the game. Chris very low here, but managing to stay alive.
Yeah, they are getting pretty low as it looks like that Winston is wrapping around, trying to get some sneaky picks behind, but he can't. Miami just kind of having to back off from that high ground. I think maybe they're just getting that chokehold.
Chris,
Ryan falls.
Chris is down. Both tanks down. Trading
of the tanks. Dead inside falls. It's a 3v3.
They are even at the moment. Tire coming out.
Tire
looking to secure that fight win. That'll be enough, I think.
Ooh, big
my
shatter.
Goodness.
Big shatter to get rid of the Brig.
That is an interesting shatter. I don't necessarily think Chris's team was with him just yet. I find that that ultimate might have been more value than he might have gotten out of it.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of a waste one, as now, Miami has the point, and they're just sitting in the chokehold. They have 2 ultimates ready to go. For both teams, we got 2 ults ready to go. We'll have to see. There's Deadeye. There's Beat.
Forcing out that support ult, and Parasite manages to pick off Storm. He's 1 HP though.
They trade tanks again. They've been trading tanks a lot so far in this first map. Now it's just the supports, I think. No, they have Cass. There's Tracer trying to go in to get rid of the Ana, but can't. Caiman falls, and Dragon will fall. That's both supports down. And now Winston is left alone. He had to run away.
Here. No supports. I mean, they're going to need to wait here for a few seconds. Caiman and Dragon Master getting caught out there by themselves away from the team, and Storm's going to go in completely by himself. Not entirely sure what the thought there is. Caiman goes down again, and they are 4v5 here as we approach the last team fight here for first point.
Yeah, as Kylo uses the Moira ult, and now Miami is wrapping around the other way. It's just the Winston and Ana, though. They need a touch point. It's at 95. And there's Riptire. Dragon falls. Dead falls. That Shatter finds nobody.
We have our last
and there is a Death Blossom. Gets just Tracer. Buns will fall, and it looks like Miami will maybe take the point. They will. There's Deadeye.
Oh, no.
What a stagger, but a big waste of an ult right there. You're hoping maybe they'll swap maybe after that if they used it like that? They will. They're going Bastion. It was needed.
Time to melt that Winston.
Get rid of that bubble. You know, you're about to have Nano Monkey. This is going to get crazy. Ooh, there's that Nano Monkey. Monkey hasn't popped all yet, though, but Montreal is back on the point. They're already fighting for the point. And they're trying to get rid of the Ana. They do. Buns and Storm both down. There's the Genji Blade. Chris falls, but everyone else is still standing for Montreal. And they will take map 1, it looks like.
I'd say a decisive victory for them, but there was usage of ultimates here. This is Emerald, but there were a couple of ultimates there that were just, you know, attempted solo team fights, I feel like. On both sides from both teams here, that could have gone, you know, in a little bit of a different direction.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think, like, the biggest example was that Cassidy solo ult. I felt like that was just kind of just trying to fight for the point a little extra, kind of just getting rid of the ult, but we do have Parasite on Widow, and not really an answer to Widow except Winston here. And
it should be enough. Let's hope it's enough.
Yeah, we know that Miami needs to get this, and there's Parasite already putting in the work.
Holding down that choke versus Dragon Master.
Yeah, I mean, there's not. Ooh, Dragon falls early. That's not good out of your Ana to fall that. As Miami, Winston runs away from the team. And Moira is going to get chased down by the Lucio. Storm falls.
I mean, when the moment Dragon Master went down, Caiman was already half health and down some abilities. Storm needed to get out of there just pronto. It was really just whoever makes it out alive.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate that the tank left, and then just the support's gonna have a great way to really leave. Parasite's done a great job though, really denying Miami this middle lane, like just entirely denying it. It feels like.
Yeah, I mean, that Widow is deadly on that high ground. Parasite has gone completely uncontested so far, with the Winston dueling here with Chris on the Rhine. And Doge getting picked off by that Widow. Parasite's got that aim, and he's getting them picks. Storm finally hopping on that Widow, less than half health. Is he going to complete it? No, but Dead Inside goes down. Pick there for Miami.
And there goes Dragon, falls down.
What a fantastic pin there from Chris. Incredible play there on the Ana. And Storm is 1 HP, down 1 healer.
He is down 1 healer, but they're still fighting. Storm dives in, but goes away. Parasite finally falls. Kamani will fall.
Almost a point take there, but not quite.
Montreal managing to hold on to that point. It was really close.
It was right on the edge there.
It was right on the edge. As we're getting to the point where, you know, we have Montreal with 3 ultimates. We're having Miami getting close to 3 ultimates as well. We're about to have a Q fest, I think, guys. There's the first one.
And Miami pushing a little bit split here. I mean, oh no, that Reaper getting pinned out. Doge just getting rolled by Chris there.
There's that tire! Big tire! Getting rid of the Rhine!
But Parasite getting the pick onto Dragon almost immediately. Storm picking up Caliho. And these trades might be enough here for Miami to take the point.
It might be, but Parasite is still trying to fight. He can't. He has to retreat. As Miami will finally take the point.
I mean, they do have plenty of time here. Miami are sitting 1 team fight away from losing this point and the map.
Yeah, they definitely are, but you only got, I mean, you got Blade on the other side, and you're gonna have Shatter soon. Versus on Miami's side, you have 3 ultimates ready. You have Death Blossom, you have Monkey, and you have Nano. 3 good ults. There is Monkey right there. There's the Nano Reaper. There's that Blade, and he gets rid of Blade right away. Chris falls as well.
Fantastic counter ult there from Doge.
They used 3 ults to keep this point alive for them. You know, and for Montreal, they only used 1 ult. They got 3 out of it. I mean, that's a really good trade if you're Montreal. I
mean, they do need this point desperately. Oh, what a pin there on Buns.
But they get rid of the tank. That's huge. Dead Inside also falls. Now Reaper's in their backline just beating up the supports.
I mean, it seems like they've just got no answer here for Storm.
They don't at the moment, it's feeling like, but they are about to have Death Blossom. So that will definitely help. I mean, a Death Blossom can definitely destroy a whole team's defense.
I mean, they're rolling up here on the last team fight here in just a few moments. And this could be the deciding team fight here for Miami.
Absolutely. You know, you only really have the Death Blossom. You really... Here, Parasite's gonna want to pop this Death Blossom. Blun's about to have his tire! There's that Death Blossom! It doesn't get anyone! Dead Inside goes! There's Buns with the tire! He gets 2! And now it's just 2v3, 1v3! As Parasite fighting!
Parasite.
And there is the Coalescence! And it looks like Miami will hold on to this point. What a fight, though, from Miami to come back down 0 to 99%. That is insane comeback for Miami.
I mean, if you are Montreal right now, you have got to be asking yourself, we had it. We had it, and we threw it all away. We got to take it back. What do you think they need to change here in order to make up for it and crack this tiebreaker?
I mean, honestly, the first thing is you need to get rid of those supports. I think Dragon Master and Caiman did an amazing job helping keeping Storm alive as long as he was. I think that's the key here. You need to get rid of those supports, but they were doing a great job staying with Storm, and Storm was doing a good job just getting rid of those, like just a squishy every fight it felt like to start.
Interesting here with the Ram Mirror from Storm and Chris. I did a little bit more of a brawl-heavy comp for both teams.
I do like a little more of the Miami just because Juno's there and you got that speed ring. Also you got those rockets. I always think those are good. Buns falls early though. But Miami is going to start capping the point first possibly. If anyone wants to touch it.
Miami's going for it, but Storm's about to get picked in a second.
They get the point, which is, you know, it's always good to start getting that, but Storm falls early. Now Montreal's going to start walking in. As now, yeah, the rest of Miami has to run away from this, but they are going to start with about, what, 16%? Yeah.
I mean, Montreal getting that all-important point flip, exactly what they were looking for. and they get that momentum that they've been sorely lacking for about a round and a quarter now.
Yes, now we're just building up on the ults. Both teams almost have their support ults. They're getting over 70%, so let's see how that goes. Dragon falls early, though. That's an early pick on the support there. But Kamani's up to 90% on the Cole. 96, gonna have the ultimate basically right now. And there it is. The ult is up. They need to push in with this ult. They need to see what they can do. They won't get anyone, but there's window. They're pressing Q. Everyone's pressing Q. Dragon falls, Cole falls, Chris falls, Buttons falls. Miami trying to get this point back. It's just Kamani on point. She falls. Now it's Storm versus Parasite. This is going to be a rough fight.
Oh,
Parasite
no.
hits himself on the drum. No.
Storm living with 25% health right there. I mean, all right on the edge there for Parasite. Almost had that solo point hold 1v3. Managing to get 2 picks there. That 58%. Parasite can pat himself on the back. He's the reason they got it.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Staying alive as long as he did and fighting for that point. Really good, you know, and for Miami, there's a Disc Blossom. He gets Caliho.
And that pick on the support is going to be very important here for Miami as they're looking to push in.
Absolutely. As, you know, we have Storm's ult still ready to go. Kamani's under half. Dead Inside falls, but Kamani falls as well.
I mean,
And
good
there
trade
is
there.
a great Riptire. He's back at it. But Buns falls for it. They trade Junkrat for Ramatra. Good trade. Parasite getting good value because there's no answer for it. On the side of Miami, there's no answer for that Pharah right now.
There isn't, but Miami's holding that point. It's ticking up slowly. They've surpassed Montreal now.
And now they have brought out the Hanzo, so now they do have an answer. If Buns can land, can land those arrows. We have Juno's ult. We have Storm's ult. It might be time. Dragon Master falls. They need to keep this point alive. As Storm had to use his ult, but falls during it. Dead Inside deep, and he's gonna fall. As Buns will fall as well. Kamani trying to run away, but low on health. And it looks like Parasite is hunting her down.
And this is about to be very dangerous. It looks like, we're about to have 5 ults here on the side of Montreal.
Yeah, it might be time for Montreal to just everyone press Q together.
I mean, there's no reason not to. We're going into our last team fight here for this whole map. I don't see any reason not to use those ults, and there they go.
And there they go. There's Q. Everyone's pressing Q. There's Diva. There's Window. Where's Mirage at this point? Tracer Racer falls. It's huge. Storm falls. Kamani falls. It's just Buns. And Buns
that's it.
Get it. It looks like Game 1 will go to Montreal, but that was not an easy Game 1 fight win for Montreal. That was a tooth and nail fight, it felt like.
I'm finding it. I'm finding that the answer that Montreal came up with here to Miami for that game, for that map rather, being that Pharah, picking up what we're seeing at least 2 to 3 picks per team fight. That's big. That's a lot of value you're getting out of there from Parasite. If you're Miami, you're looking at those hit scan going, we need 1, maybe 2, whatever it is, we have to get rid of them. Absolutely.
That Pharah had so much value in that last game. It was insane. If you are Miami, you got to be thinking about how, what can our DPS play to get rid of that Pharah out of the sky as fast as we can? So much value, but
I mean, that poke damage. Think of that poke damage with a Sojourn, and the Pharah. and you
Yep.
got Ram in your face. I mean, the amount of damage output that they can have in a single direction is absolutely mind-melting. You don't want to stare anywhere near that. You know?
Absolutely. As you know, now we're going. Looks like, they're trying to figure out what the second map will be. But for Montreal, I really liked the Chris rundown. It wasn't exactly a dive, but Parasite, amazing job. Supports also did really great. I think Dead Inside was doing really good as the Reaper. And then for Miami, that support line for that second map was huge. Did a really good job at keeping Storm alive, and Storm was able to fight it out.
I mean, Storm is living through some... Storm is taking, massive amounts of damage. Those supports are most definitely putting in work, keeping him up. And they need to. Basically, as I mentioned earlier, if Storm just stands there with that poke damage on, it doesn't matter how good his ability usage is, eventually he's going down.
Yeah. As, what do you think, I guess, besides maybe the biggest thing about Miami is, you need a hit scan. You need someone to get rid of the Pharah. Anything else maybe besides that, maybe that needing a hit scan that Miami could need?
You could do several things. I mean, as far as that Pharah goes specifically, right? You don't necessarily need a hit scan. You absolutely could start running that Winston, go Diva, go a number of different things to put pressure on that Pharah so she's not just raining rockets down on your backline. There's a lot of different answers that you could go with here. I mean, you could go with BAP. There's so much different stuff you could do to just make it so that you're not just eating one rocket after another. As far as what else they could do, I don't think there's a whole lot. You could see a Zarya pick there, attempt to counter that Brawl comp coming out of Montreal, but it seems like they're enjoying the mirror right now, and I don't think Storm's doing all too bad.
Yeah, I don't think it's the tank duel doesn't feel like it's super lopsided. I feel like it's more of the Parasite just getting away with so much right now. He's been doing such a good job, and that's letting Dead Inside just walk in their backline. I know Parasite's also getting a lot of kills in that backline, but Dead Inside's just oh, you're gonna stare at the Pharah in the sky? I'm just gonna waddle in as Reaper, just get a kill or two.
Hey, you say waddle in, but we saw Reapers doing work on multiple maps there, multiple points there. So there's no. At this level, we talk about what heroes are viable at what levels. At this level, Reaper can absolutely be a viable pick, and we've seen it work here numerous times for both teams.
Yeah. Man. It was kind of crazy to see Buns off of the Junkrat there. I thought he did a really good job with some of them rip tires. He had a few really good rip tires. He was getting 2 kills a game, every ult. It felt really good with that Junkrat.
I mean, managing to get that pick up onto the tank earlier, it was absolutely a decider for that team fight. Junk Tire doing work, as always.
Yeah. I wonder, on this next map, if we'll finally see that Storm Doom that we saw a good bit of up in Ruby last season. Maybe we'll see Chris on the Winton as, like I said, I know he loves to run the dive.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know me, I cannot say no to a Doom. It doesn't matter what map it is, it doesn't matter what comp it is. If it's a Doom, we'll take it. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs there from Dylan and all the bits. We appreciate you guys in the chat. Just wanted to thank our supporters there on the United Rogue Overwatch Twitch. Thank you very much.
Yeah, the support is always good. It looks like we maybe we're going to Eichenwald? Going to Eichenwald would be pretty interesting. I don't know how well Doom would do in Eichenwald.
Doom Eichenwald, if you know your mechanics, you can do some absolute magic on there. Eichenwald is considered one of the most technical Doom maps in the game. So much incredible stuff, so many stall spots, so many different places, corners, edges, downwards diags, upwards diags. You can do some really beautiful and interesting stuff on Eichenwald if you're a real Doomfist connoisseur. Take it from me.
You're like sitting here like, can I play Doom on this right now?
It's my favorite map to play Doomfist. I am not ashamed to say it. That's gonna get everybody to ban it against me for the rest of the season. But you know what? Oh, no, not really. But I mean, you can't do that. But you know, I love Eichenwald. What can I say?
Eichenwald is always a good map. It's always a fun map. It looks like we are going into it. As we are going to see, I'm going to bet we're going to see Chris with that Rhine. Because this is obviously I feel like this is like a good Rhine map or a Sigma map.
I mean, it's a lore accurate Rhine map, that's for sure.
Yeah, this is, well, yeah, this is Ryan's home. This is literally the dude's home. Like, yeah, go watch the Reinhardt video. This is it. Oh, we see the Sigma. Oh, look at, we found the Doom.
There's the Doom. Storm hearing my words as I speak it into existence.
Now he is ready to play Doom in front of a Doom connoisseur. Here we go.
Appreciate another 5 gifted from Rico and another 5 gifted from Dylan. Thank you so very much. To everybody, yeah, save your money. We appreciate you though. We always appreciate you. Thank you very much for the support.
As we have Doomfist dancing, getting ready for this fight. Here we go, and I really like Montreal's defense, actually. It's really interesting. You also got that Genji that's going to be so sneaky in that back line. And that Genji's already going after one.
Yep.
As Storm looking to get a pick. This is interesting, though. OG Buns falls. And there goes Storm. He's going to go down really quick.
Oh, he is not. He's gonna live. He's gonna just.
He had like 2 health.
That's Doomfist for you, you know. That is Doomfist. If you see a building here, you can probably go over it.
Man, as now here comes Doom. This Miami team is trying to non-stop flank, but it's gonna be very difficult with that comp. I think that comp is really hard to go into, I feel like. But that Genji and that Ashe back is gonna be pretty hard.
It is by no means easy, but it's not that it's not doable.
Yeah, especially I think also the Sigma just also rejects it so hard.
Storm deep in there.
He is deep. Then he gets antied. Buns falls again.
They're having a tough time here pushing through that point.
And there goes Doge. He falls as well. They do have a Nano already built up.
My healing pylon is here.
We're going to have to see how it goes from here. But so far, what a great defense from Montreal. There's that Nano Doom. Trying to get rid of Chris in the K. He's low. Storm is antied. Tracer with a big ult. Caiman falls, and that is about everyone on Miami. Double kill from Buns, though. Good ult.
I don't think he lives. I don't think he lives.
I don't think he lives either. Oh, he does not live.
No.
They are bringing out JQ, though. JQ could be very interesting, actually.
I mean,
Bob falls off the map.
Oh, Bob!
Bob, no! Storm and Anna also fall.
If we could please get some Fs in the chat for our boy Robert, we would really appreciate it. Robert taking a header there off the edge of the map.
Very unfortunate, though.
We love him. We love our boy Robert.
Poor Bob falling off the map in what was a pretty crucial part of the team fight. As now we have the Reinhardt Storm. And there we go. with the Juno ult as they're pushing in. Chris ice walled in. Chris falls as now Montreal's gonna have to deal without their tank. Bob is back out. He is in the room, just saying hi to everyone.
Not entirely sure what these bobs are.
Yeah, I don't know. These poor bobs. As now we have Doomfist Chris. Maybe we have found the last Doom main.
I think we found. It's so strange. I can't quite tell what Storm and Chris are doing here. We've got Storm on Chris's character and Chris on Storm's character. I don't know.
Welcome to Emerald.
I feel like I've been hit with a confuse ray here, you know?
Welcome to Emerald. We're back on the Sigma. I like that. Tracer falls early. There is a blade. Gets rid of Dragon. Doge will fall. Buns. Man, that's everybody for Miami already falling, but they did get the payload moving at least. We have 2 minutes. You know, for Miami, you have the Rhine, you have Shatter ready. Could be pretty good. You're about to have Nano, and you're about to have Storm. You're about to have Blizzard. Ooh, you got the Kamani Moira.
Yeah, I love that Kamani May, Moira, whatever we were seeing in the Twitch chat. But if you are Montreal here, I mean, what are you trying to do?
I mean,
apparently get some picks here on the DPS.
I mean, yeah, you know, if you're the side of Montreal, the last thing you want to see is your Tracer and your Genji fall. Callow falls early as Storm is nanoed, but he can't get Chris. And now Storm is just after the lonely Sigma as Chris will fall low. This is a huge tank versus tank fight. Ana is in. Storm will fall, but the payload is still moving at a good pace. Sigma finally there again now. It's a 3v1 there. Ana looks like she might fall. She doesn't. Big ult from the Olari. Doesn't get anyone, it looks like.
I mean, it did, but unfortunately didn't get that sun burst.
Up with it. As
no power of Sunny D.
What a great battle win though for Miami there. It was looking really rough going into that second point because they have such a hard time capping, but now they're really starting to move some steam.
I'm really loving the momentum.
You do have 2 ultimates though for the side of Miami and only 1 for Montreal, so we'll have to see how this will go. You're about to have Barrage for Miami as well. There's a huge anti on Chris. Big Sigma ult. He gets the Ana and the Rhine, but doesn't get either one down. Dead Inside falls. Buns has done a great job holding away that Genji as the Rhine is able to survive.
There's the Nano.
Ooh, Callow falls. Parasite gets a good kill on Dragon Master.
And both tanks have completely abandoned their teams. Are going in for the DPS.
Yeah, they are both just straight up. Just forget the other people on my team. I am the big guy. You better watch out.
And Montreal finally being able to put a stop there to that Miami push. With 40 seconds left here on the clock, we're pushing into final team fight. How do you think this goes?
I think really it all depends on that barrage that Doge is holding on to. That barrage is going to be really important because no one has an answer for that barrage. Especially if you can get Storm to get a Shatter and then barrage, you can really easily win this team fight. It really matters though how you will use that barrage. You also have Tire, which is really good. Chris
got
with the
multiple options as we come in here. Last team fight here for this point.
Here we go. They're in overtime. There's that barrage, but it goes down without. But he takes Chris with him. Dead Inside falls. And Tracer Racer versus Rhine. Tracer
They
falls,
take it.
Calaho falls. In a great... Yeah, no, if you're left alone, close quarters with a Rhine, you're not winning that fight. Rhine, it will take a lot. You maybe could get in with like Doom or something, but I feel like it'd be such a tough fight.
I mean, as
What
we're
a-
seeing here, great stuff. That I'm telling you, this Miami team's got some momentum going right now.
This Miami team is not backing down. No matter how hard they lose a team fight, they are getting right back up, getting ready for the next round, as Montreal is just trying to stop them. Now we will see what will be Montreal's offense. I'm going to guess dive. They're not. They're running Rhine, which is pretty good.
Hey, you're
Storm
saying
Rhine.
that, but theoretically speaking, you got to remember, Dive Rhine is an Overwatch 1 comp. You can't say it's not Dive just because you see Rhine on the team.
I mean, it could. It definitely could be, especially with that Lucio.
They TP, yeah, they speed him in, TP in, you know, you got Venture there, Moira. It could be a recipe for a dive here.
Dive Rhine. I mean, hey, it could definitely happen, as they are going against a Sigma, though. Sigma could really mess up that dive idea they have, I feel, but they're really gonna, Storm's really gonna need to watch out for that backline, I feel like.
What are we seeing? What is this?
Oh
Where are they
my,
going?
what are they going? What? Why did we go around the building?
I'm not quite sure what I'm witnessing here.
You're like, that was a path? As Calaho
There's the
falls
TP
early,
in. Calaho falls immediately,
and
and
Chris falls, but Doge falls, and... Ooh, actually, Dragon falls. Wait a minute. Hold on. Maybe. It's a 3v2. Parasite getting rid of Buns. Oh, what a great venture,
wait,
though.
this could be a take here for Montreal. I mean, they're 3v2 here. They could 100% take this if they can manage to get Storm down. But not anymore.
Storm. Ooh, yeah, Ryan gets antied. I'm really
Peanut Gallery
shocked.
has returned.
And there goes Chris. I'm really shocked. Either team has ran a Kiri yet.
Here's my question: What do you think that play was? I mean, I get the TP in, but I'm not sure what I was looking at there.
I guess it was just kind of everyone just jump in and let's hope we can get some kills and win it. But
Oh, I mean, hey, you know what? If it works, it works. You know, I didn't, but if it did, it did. You know.
ooh, Tracer falls early. Could be a good early pick for Miami, getting rid of that Lucio. As now they're getting the... Oh, there's the Kiriko.
They heard you. They heard you.
I definitely think a Kiriko is needed. That Ana has done amazing so far this game. Getting so much value, with those antis. You gotta get rid of it.
Dragon definitely needing to be countered, and Tracer Racer thinking just that.
As there's another anti getting rid
There it
of
is.
already. Big
Oh,
shatter!
big shatter.
They get rid of the coal! There's
Oh,
Tucker, gets rid
no.
of Tracer Racer. And it looks like Miami is gonna hold the point. Buns will get killed.
I'm gonna be honest. Parasite on that venture is kind of scary.
Yeah, Parasite's done a really good job as Venture so far. It's been pretty crazy as for both teams now. It looks like they're going into this next team fight. We have at least 2 O's for both teams, possibly gonna have 3.
You know, I'm seeing a trend here, and it's Calaho getting early picked on that Moira here in team fights. If you're looking at that, you might be wondering, for Montreal, how can we protect our support there a little bit better? You know?
Yeah, I mean,
that's
you
it's
gotta be
causing them to
watching
have to
out.
push a lot more slowly, only having one support at the start of a lot of these team fights.
Yeah, and then we have a TP to high ground. That's interesting, I would say the least, as there goes Ash, and now here comes Dragon.
I mean, it pays off, I guess, but These are some very interesting sim plays here.
This is interesting as now we have the ult out, and I don't know how useful that ult is right now, honestly. This is really an interesting ult, it feels, as, you know, now the sim wall is gone. You know, for Montreal, you have both support ults and you have Venture ult, really good. For Miami, you got basically every ult ready to go. You have 3 ults ready, you got Buns at 90, you got Caiman at 70. I think it's time to start pressing Q if you're Miami. Hold them back a little longer.
Yep.
Ooh, there's another TP. They've been loving these TPs. There is a Kasune rush on the bridge. That is interesting. Parasite falls early. There's the tire. Calaho falls.
Doge getting picked up there, though, by that sim. I did.
As that is 3 ultimates used for Miami. That is a really expensive fight, I feel. 3 ultimates is very expensive for a team fight, but you are holding them pretty early in the second point. As Kamani's not even contested, it feels.
Fantastic play there coming out from Chris. Stopping, blocking the rock, and dropping the shatter, picking up 2 for it. What a fantastic play coming out of that Ryan. You can definitely tell there's a reason he's playing that character. It's his main.
Absolutely, he does love his Ryan play. As, yeah, I mean, we have Parasite, still holding on to the ult. We do have Cole. Now
Parasite
we're getting...
hiding here. Hiding with that ult.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna need that ult in this fight. Tracer falls.
Oh,
if you
tectonic
are...
shock.
If
Here it is.
There's that Cole. Trying to get rid of Parasite, and Kamani does. Kamani gets a great kill on Parasite. Dead Inside falls. I mean, these sim, you know, teleporters have been pretty interesting all game, it feels like.
They really have, you know, with the right, team planning, shot calling, movement together, the right team cohesion, Symmetra can be absolutely terrifying.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially if you go in there with like a Ryan Shatter right away, all of a sudden. As, yeah, here they go. As they only have 20 seconds to touch this point, and they just lost 4 of their people. And there is that tire to get rid of that last remaining Montreal as they do. What a huge stagger on the Reaper. There's no ults except, you know, Sigma's. And it looks like Miami will hold on, and they will take game 2. We have the 1-1 series. We're going to game 3 tied up. This has been a very good series though so far. Both teams feel pretty even. They feel like every fight has been just tooth and nail, it feels like.
It really has, and we've got stars here on both teams. Loving that. And what do you think, where do you think we go from here? What do you think is that next map pick?
I mean, if I'm Montreal, I know Chris likes dive. I like to rush in a lot. And I saw a bit of, I think I saw a bit of Juno on Montreal and all that. I'd pick a, like maybe Saravasa, maybe like a Flashpoint map.
Okay. Do you think this goes down to the wire, or what do you think?
I mean, right now it feels like we could definitely go to game 5.
Oh boy. Oh
that's
boy.
That's what it's definitely feeling like. I mean, this has been a very, very tight series so far. Like, great. That Eichenwald was a really great defense for Miami to stop Montreal. But on the first half, I mean, Montreal did an amazing job just winning it out. What map do you want them to go to?
I mean, honestly, Dust 2, my favorite map. No, I'm just kidding. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of different things I'd love to see here. I'd like to see Storm play some more of that Doom. You know, is what I'd like to see. I don't know if we're gonna get that chance though. You know, perhaps on Flashpoint, Doom being historically very strong on Flashpoint. It could be could be a pick, but
Yeah, I mean, we will have.
it's not up. It's not up to them.
I mean, yeah, obviously it's not up to them. It's more up to what will Montreal pick. Yeah, I know from experience, Chris really likes the dive. I'm sure if you remember the Season 4 Ottawa team, that's what we ran. We were diving all over everyone.
You've got some insider info here. What do you think with you now that considering you got a bit of insight into the mind of Chris here?
I mean, like I said, he loves dive. He really likes to play dive. That's his favorite thing to do is dive. If he could go Winston and everyone follows him for a dive, he will do it every day. It is his favorite thing to do.
It's his favorite.
That
Now
we go to Coliseo. I mean, you can definitely dive here.
Yeah, listen, just because there's a saying in life, just because you can doesn't necessarily mean you should.
I mean, you could.
You can do a lot of different things. I mean,
what tank do you think? What comp do you think they should run here? You think maybe we should do a brawl?
I think we see brawl. I think we see JQs. I think we see Orissas. I think we see Rams. I think we see all sorts of stuff.
No ball though, right?
I don't know whether either of these guys play ball, actually. I don't think that's in either of their hero pools. You could correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think so, right?
I've never seen any of them play ball before, but you never know. Maybe they're last season I saw Log as ball. Maybe. Maybe it's time to go into the dark arts of ball.
Yep. I mean, listen, I've got a ball mate on my team, Gingerbread. Fantastic guy. Love him. Love his ball. What can I, And that's me. That's me saying that. Take that to the bank. Just one. That's just the one ball.
Just the one ball.
Just the one.
As now, here we go. Let's see what they're gonna run with. As they are getting into it. We are tied up.
Tell me we don't see any of my hero picks there. JQ, Orissa, Ram.
I think you're going to see one of those. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed. There's no way.
There's no way.
Unless
they troll us.
They hear me and run ball. Ball mirror.
They're like, all right, you don't want us to play ball? Bet. Hold on. Time to bust out the ball.
Never pick a hero and stay in spawn the whole game. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. They have Sigma Czar. What about you? You didn't call it
watching a Sigma mirror. You know what? I'm done. I've spoken enough things into existence. That's it. That's it. I'm done. They're just doing it to mess with you. Listen, we got a delay on the stream too. A pretty good one. There's no way they heard this and went for it.
They're like, I can predict what he's going to pick. We're gonna pick not it. As both teams are honestly both poke. It feels like this is both very poke comps.
Definitely
going into this as already just a bit of a back and forth. Parasite low. Chris just trying to take some space.
I mean, it's gonna be rough here for these hit scan to get anything through these Sig shields,
Absolutely. This is all gonna be who gets the first kill. Parasite falls. That's a big kill to get.
Wow, Doge taking out Parasite there on that Widow. Big pick there on the side of Miami.
Yeah, big pick. And now Miami is starting to push it. They are getting a little lead. There goes Doge. He falls to a Lori.
The Yari pick definitely big there.
Ooh, Storm! Oh, he survives.
He lives. His support's putting in that work.
They are putting in the work. Buns falls. As now Miami has to retreat. As now it's Sigma versus Sigma in that little room.
Who wins? Oh, man.
Oh, Chris falls early. Nano Storm. Miami.
Okay.
Oh, they missed Kylo. Dragon falls though. Parasite falls.
Storm not being able to pick up the pick on Calo here. Oh, come on. Oh,
Kylo
no.
is still alive. Wow, what an insane effort to stay alive right there. As there's Cole.
Storm was seeing red. Blood in his
Oh,
blood in his
the
eyes.
Sigma ult gets nobody. And he's gonna get
no.
Sigma. And Sigma
Ooh.
falls.
Escorting the
Montreal will now start pushing the payload again. They do have 3 ultimates ready. It looks like they used 2 right there. They used Window and Sigmas. There's Parasite's ult out. Doge falls really quickly.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie here. That was heartbreaking on the part of Storm there. I can understand the Rhine switch.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. The Rhine switch is pretty good. As now, yeah, Montreal is pushing ahead. Parasite falls. These have been great shields, though, so far from the Sigma. Really holding them back. Dead Inside falls. They're going to Tracer early.
Great
Chris
pin
with
there,
the
though.
K.
Good,
He is
Immortan.
low.
He lives for now.
He's low. He's
Oh,
going to
no.
get pinned. No, he falls. And here we
He
go
is
again. Can he
down.
get rid of Calaho this time? Yeah, he does. But
Oh,
Storm falls
getting
in the
picked.
process.
Oh, the cheeky little pick there from Parasite. Very
As
nice.
now, Parasite trying to get rid of the Ana. Can't. Ana with a great kill. Getting rid of the Tracer.
now.
There is the Sojourn. OG Buns with the tire. And
Is he
here
gonna
he
chase?
go. He doesn't get
Oh, no.
anyone.
Trying to take out Chris with that. It does not work.
Oh, Storm almost got rid of Alari, but can't. And there goes Kamani. Falls. Storm falls. As Bob is fighting for point, but Bob leaves. And now Montreal will take the bot after they gave up forward spawn, though. So it's going to give a little bit of the edge. Oh, it didn't give him forward spawn? I thought it did.
No, I don't think they did. They get it?
Maybe they, I guess they didn't. It really
man.
looks like they did. All right.
Oh, no.
That's heartbreaking, though. If you're Miami, you're like one maybe inch away from a forward spawn. As here is a good kill from the Ryan and the Junkrat.
Oh, man.
Oh, Parasite gets himself. No.
Parasite, no.
Oh, there it goes. Tracer Racer. And now Chris falls. And Miami will take the payload again. They are winning these battles out with Rhine. Storm has done a great job so far with the Rhine. Yeah, I guess they aren't. Look, if you look at that wall, they're like maybe an inch away from getting it. And now they got it.
Oh, my goodness.
Like they were,
Oh, my goodness.
they were like not even a step. Oh my gosh. But now they do have forward spawn. And now you are looking at, they are pushing at the last stint, getting that lead even further. You do have Kusune Rush. There it is. You do have Shatter. There's Window out. Storm falls, but Chris falls. So does Junkrat. Dragon falls.
And
They
Bot's
are-
turn of the corner, heading off across that bridge.
He is making every little inch important. He is still going as finally he stops. Big tire again. Can he get another great kill? He does. Gets rid of the Sojourn. And Buns gets rid of Tracer Racer. What a great 2 kills. And he's
No
trying
way.
to get rid of the Ram.
No way, Chris. The
Chris,
solo ult on the Buns, the BM.
that is crazy. using the solo ult just to get rid of a
Get
Junkrat.
out of my lobby. Get out.
To move the pylon.
That is crazy though. To use
Oh.
Annihilation on one guy is crazy.
There was no reason other than to just lower his morale.
Absolutely, and I mean, hey, if you need to lower their morale, Miami is a bit on a tear as Parasite falls. Bun's getting rid of the Echo. He's done actually doing pretty well getting rid of the in the air DPS so far, it felt like in this game.
I mean, Chris is one here. They are all low on
They
their last
are.
legs here.
Chris falls. Calaho again being a nuisance. He finally falls.
Yep.
As now, push it into last stint. You have 3 ults for Miami. 3 really good ults too. You got Bob. There's Nano. Kind of a wasted Nano,
going
it
in
feels like.
completely alone. He is. He doesn't want to be there. He really doesn't want to be there.
No, he doesn't. As
Oh
no
no!
one's touching. Okay, someone is touching the butt. There's Bob. Bob is. Oh my gosh, Bob is running away deep. Okay, Bob is just shooting behind them now. He is
I
going.
don't know what these bobs have been. These this for the last bit now. I'm not sure what the point there is.
These Bobs we have seen have been quite interesting. Press F in the chat for our Bobs.
Yeah, we didn't have it last time. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about good old Robert.
Our good old friend Robert, dude, he helps us win. It's like he's
Not
another
us.
tank.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
Robert's gone. Dead and gone. As we head into the last minute 30 seconds here. I mean,
Dragon falls. There goes Dead Inside falls. Storm falls. That is a great team fight win though for the side of Montreal, as you know they're back on the Echo. They do have
need
the
that
soldier
forward
on.
spawn. They need it bad.
They do, especially going into the last minute. They desperately need it. Oh, what a big shatter! Getting rid of the Diva mech. They're trying to desperately get that forward spawn, and they get rejected.
Oh man.
Dragon gets knocked down. Doge walking away. I cannot believe what a stop for Miami there. Rejecting that forward spawn.
Less than a minute left.
Dead Inside holding the bot forward though. They have 40 seconds left. They don't have their tank there. Their tank is now finally there. Man, they're missing their Echo, but they gotta start pushing in. They only have 30 seconds.
Yeah, we're going in a last team fight here.
Yeah, we do have Bomb. There is that big tire that everyone's scared of. There's a Diva Bomb. Doesn't get anyone.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh, the
doesn't
remake
get
cancel.
the remake. As a now, there's the Kasune rush to help win the fight out. Parasite falls.
Ah, this is just cleanup here on the side of Miami.
Absolutely, Miami on a tear. They're leaving the bot, doing the smart thing, and now Miami up in the series, 2-2-1. What do you think Montreal needs to do differently going into now Game 4?
I mean, Montreal has got to be looking at this like we had that such a dominant showing, took a map. I mean, you need to just put a stop to this Rhine. You know? I know I didn't think I'd be saying that here about Storm, but you got to put a stop to the Rhine.
I know Storm has been surprisingly really good Ryan today. It's been really good.
He's been he doesn't like to, as Rico pointed out in the chat. He's not a particularly big fan of holding that shield. You can melt him. You know, you can just ram into it and be a happy camper. Kind of like a ram junk and then just go to town. But we'll see. We'll see what we have here for the next map.
I mean, yeah, I think if I'm the side of Montreal, what I would like to see honestly, here's what I would do. I would let Chris be whoever he wants to be as tank. Let Dead Inside be Bastion, just to get rid of the Rhine. That Rhine needs to go bye-bye now. And then when it comes to Parasite, keep him on Widow. He's been doing such a great job. He's been doing a really good job, as we just saw in the last play of the game. Like, he's been doing great. He's been a really good, Widow. He's been a good Pharah. He's been pretty solid. I just think for that Rhine, you really need to get rid of that shield. I think the best way to do it would be with a Bastion. Good old Bastion wheels just to run on in and just get rid of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's winnable for him, as we've seen, right? They've got a. You don't say it's not winnable if you got a map to your name,
Oh, especially in all these team fights, though. I mean, all these fights have been tight. It's not like, Miami's winning out every fight, single-handedly by a lot. Like, they are getting pushed pretty hard by Montreal. I just think once they went that Rhine, they needed to start thinking, like, okay, how can we get rid of Rhine? Because that Rhine has been doing some serious damage, even though all he can do is just swing hammer.
I mean, there are a number of things here that could be leveraged for a win here for Montreal. Getting maybe, I don't know, taking Parasite, seeing if that Pharah works again. Maybe, I don't know. As much as I hate to say it, throwing a Mercy on him.
Yeah.
In Emerald, a proper Pharmacy is
pretty hard.
It's like throwing a match into a room full of gasoline,
Yeah, I definitely can see it. I just think they need to get rid of that. They need to make Storm get off that Rhine. He has clearly done a great job with that Rhine so far. Another person they could pick is, I'm pretty sure Sombra Hacks gets rid of the Rhine shield.
I
Could
mean,
do that.
Here's the thing. Sombra right now is in such a weird place with this most recent rework. You're looking at what really is pretty much a completely different playstyle, more of a frontline character.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say this live on the UR Overwatch stream, but less of the flank and spank, more of the stand and tank type deal. That's I hope that one. I hope I don't get in trouble for that one, but it really is what it is, I'm gonna get something for that.
You ready to start getting DMs from Panda like so?
Yeah. So listen. I mean, hey, listen. I'm not in charge of these reworks. All right, go talk to Blizzard. It's above my pay grade.
It's above all our pay grade.
Oh, yeah, it's way up. It's even above Blizzard's pay grade. It's Microsoft now,
Oh yeah. We'll have to like be messaging Master Chief like, can you fix Overwatch?
Yeah.
We know it's not your game.
Oh man. I still don't have a map pick in here yet. I mean, I don't know what exactly we're holding out for.
I don't know either. Maybe, for Montreal though, this is always a good time. When you're down in a series, this is always a good time to get the extended, trying to figure out, like what can we do? Because you guys did win the first map. The first map, pretty good. The second and the third game have been a little rough, but I mean they're still definitely there. This is definitely still a winnable fight and a winnable game. We're just gonna have to see how will they adjust. I think Storm though has done a great job so far though as tank. I think the supports have been doing great. I've been liking the Dragon as Ana. That's been always fun.
I mean, I've liked a lot of honestly, I've seen a little bit out of everybody, but we've seen a lot out of a select few here. And as I said, if these teams can leverage those players, as we get a map pick here, going into Circuit
Royale. Well, this is Sigma's home.
You know what the plan is.
Oh, we're gonna sit on top of the start of the movie theater.
Yeah, listen, listen. There's a limit. There's a limit here. Hold on. Hold the phone. Back it up. Put it in reverse, biscuit.
Yeah, like he's not cooking. Hold on, not cooking.
That's whoa. Hold on. You know, that's we saved that. That's some finals behavior right there. Like, wait for end of season.
We wait for the finals.
My guy did not read the UR Overwatch season script here. I mean, I let me tell you, all right. You save that for finals, for like Ruby or something like that, you know.
Oh, there's a script. Where's my copy of the script?
Listen. I thought everybody sent it out. You're gonna have to talk to Crash, Andrew, somebody.
Darn it!
You know, I mean, listen. As a guy who pulled that out in Ruby finals myself, and it having actually worked, after stealing it from an Emerald team.
Yeah, which was let's try.
Yeah, listen,
we failed it.
I gotta say, it's not that it's not a valid strat. I'm not too sure about it. You know.
I mean, it's always a funny one, but Circuit Royale. This is what I always think as the Sigma. This is Sigma's home. I always think this is the Sigma map. I mean, also
Yep.
I've seen. I think Doom could work pretty well, but I think no matter what, if you're Montreal, first thing is first. Storm's probably gonna walk out with that Rhine again, because he has done work with that Rhine. Get rid of the Rhine as fast as you can.
It's a question whether we have that Rhine here. I mean, Rhine on this map, it's difficult to space. You got these long, sweeping straightaways, you know?
I agree, but also at the same time, I have seen even Roadhogs work here.
I mean, Roadhog works anywhere, you know?
As long as he gets the hook, he works anywhere.
There's always an edge somewhere, that's what I say.
Let's see who they are gonna. Yup, we're getting Storm off the Rhine. We're getting him on the Sigma. That's actually very interesting as we're having a Widow for Miami. Very interesting. We have Buns on his classic Junkrat. Tracer, we have the Far Mercy.
Are they listening to the stream? Is that what this is? Hey, hold on.
Wait a minute. Those guys make a good point. Hold on.
This information's purely for our viewers. It is not for your average Overwatch enjoyer here. I'm not liking this.
Let's test this. At some point, what would be really good here would be totally a Torb. Where's my Torb?
What is going on?
The Torb gameplay would be pro, but
what in the world? They're going over top.
They're
going over top.
Doge falls down early, but Chris is low already. Having to use Golden.
No.
Kamani falls. And they're trying to get rid of the Far Mercy, but Tracer Racer doing a great job keeping that far up. Oh no! Sigma gets booped off the map! Wow!
Take a look at Parasite's ult charge right now compared to everybody else in this lobby.
Oh my! Up to 52% already.
They took my advice and
they're
said,
running with it. They are running with it. They're like, these people on the stream are saying the right stuff. There goes Ana falls. Storm falls.
I mean,
oh man, and there they go. What a great shot though from Parasite. What a great few shots from Parasite as they have 5 minutes and 10 seconds now. Whoa, that was fast. That is fast.
Point B.
That is rough. Dude, no, if you're Storm, go back to Rhine.
If you are Miami, you don't like anything about what you're seeing. Not a thing.
No. You need okay, they have a hit scan. They do have Soldier, who should.
They do have the Zarya looking to counter Chris on that Orisa. Not a bad pick here coming out. I don't know about that. I don't know about that Junkrat going into Pharmacy, but
so about your prediction about that chunk rat?
Oh my goodness.
You were talking smack, and he
I
immediately
was. Listen,
answered.
I was saying things. I caster cursed it, and
No,
oh, man.
Chris fell, but he's back. The coals are out. There's that tire, and he gets rid of Caliho. Chris falls. It's a 3v4, 3v5. There's a nano
coming in.
that nano feels a little wasted.
No. That was a morale nano. Yeah.
The morale.
That was
nano.
a feels good nano.
You do have Visor. Visor's really good, especially on this second point, high ground. Could do some serious work with it, even though he is frontlining as a soldier. Now he's not.
Yep.
We will have to see as Afara is back to go to work with that far Mercy. And
we see 3.5 minutes here. They need to hold this.
they do drag it down to like 1 health, it looks like. There's the DPS ults. The DPS ults are out. They're both out. There goes Chris, he falls. And Doge's ult will end. He does get one at least. Parasite falls. Doge getting rid of Parasite now. Dead Inside falls. As now Montreal needs to just they just need to restabilize here. They are really getting messed up. They're getting really separated, it feels like. Now they are regrouped.
I mean, they're approaching that halftime here.
They are.
Having run down, about half the time that they originally had here for this point. It's not bad. They're not in crunch time, but it's not something good you want to see if you're on the side of Miami here.
Never. Especially when you're about to have Grav Tire. You're about to have Grav Tire.
Oh! What a tire! Hey, don't!
They get the res! It's just the
man.
No! On a
what a
falls!
heartbreak.
What a great
What a
res though from
heartbreak.
Tracer Eraser. An amazing res to keep the team fight alive. They're going into the last bit with 3.5 minutes left.
Yep.
Man,
And
this... You have the
3
Orisa
minutes.
ults. You have 3 minutes. Ooh! Good kill. Storm falls early. Chris falls early. They're back to trading tanks like in the first game. There they go. The Moiras are just going at each other. Dragon falls. Chris is back. There is Coalescence back out, ready to go. Trying to get rid of whoever they could see. They get rid of Buns. That's a good pick. As now we have Mercy Soldier. That's interesting. Are they gonna get one? Tracer trying to get rid of Parasite. Ooh, there's that Visor. Ooh, there's that Grav. Gets rid of Caliho. And Dead Inside. Tracer Racer falls. Parasite is back up, but he can't. He falls as well. As now, I mean, both teams don't have their ultimates, but Buns is the closest to his ultimate. He will have it in this next team fight. 2 minutes left. They only have like maybe 10 meters to push it, if that. Pretty close to the end. If they get one team kill, it's over. They are all opting to go high ground, which is a good call, I feel. As, yeah, they get the high ground. And now they're gonna just shoot down on to Montreal. There's Buns with a great tire coming from behind. He doesn't get anyone though, as Chris takes the brunt of it. And there's Buns. And he is low. They're falling in now. Buns. Oh, Dragon gets rid of Chris with a K. And now there goes Kamani. They're trying to get rid of the Tracer. They can't. Dead inside falls. Doge falls. It's a 3v2 tank DPS versus 2 supports and a DPS. More teams of Miami are back. Cole is out. Cole is now out for both teams. Kalaho ran out. Tracer Eraser falls. Kamani not falling yet. Chris falls. They are just straight fighting for this point. Kalaho falls. Dead inside trying to run away. He falls as well. What a stop though for Miami with a great defense here. They are looking to stop them in their tracks and not have an overtime. Orisa is out, but I don't think that's enough to get to the point. No, it won't be. Oh, they are. They're touching point. They're touching the point. Chris and the K goes down instantly. And now it's just the supports on the point. Gravis out. Tracer Eraser's on point, but he falls. And that is it. Miami will stop them within inches of getting the full push. As now we are just looking at Miami getting ready for their offensive push here. Montreal getting geared up for this next, they're getting ready for this defense. We're going to see what they are going to bring out here. Now we'll see. Will Chris rock out with like a Sigma, maybe an Orisa? Maybe we'll see Storm with like maybe a Doom with the attack. We'll have to see. They did get it 87 meters. They do have a Zarya. That's pretty good, especially into that Orisa. It was doing some pretty good work back there. As we do have Tracer Racer as the Mercy. Very good. We have Dragon Master as the Ana. That is going to be interesting. Now, if you're the side of Montreal, you're really hoping for this defensive stop so we can push to a game 5. Miami want this to just go the distance. As we are getting ready for it. We do have a pocketed Widow. Probably going to try to go for that sneaky shot, start the fight. And here the Widow goes, missing the first one, missing it again. Up high, doesn't get a good look, but Storm on the push first as the rest of Miami is waiting, getting ready for this. As now, pushing on to the payload. Miami pushing it around that first corner. Montreal on the high ground trying to reject Miami. Kamani falls instantly. As now Storm having to fall back. Chris with the K trying to fight. Can't get rid of Storm. Storm is able to retreat. We have a Widow versus Widow duel. OG Buns falls. There goes the Junkrat. As it looks like now, the whole economy is about the same. Doge falls to Parasite. Great kill from Parasite right there. Trying to make some great push. Chris really is holding back Storm here. Doge going that Reaper. Really trying to get into that backline and really trying to mess them up. OG Buns falls. Dragon Master falls to a skill orb. And here we go. Storm falls. Dead inside is low. Ooh, Doge gets the Parasite. What a great kill. But Tracer Racer is there to get the res. To keep Tracer back in the great position and keep Parasite back in the fight.
You're sorry about that.
You're good. As, yeah, now, I mean, they are pushing into this first turn. There's the Nano Monkey. Really trying to get rid of that Widow. They're really sick of this Widow. using a lot of resources on this. And there is Chris. Not going down quite yet. There is Cole. Cole is out. There is the Orisa ult. And Storm will fall. Parasite falls, but Tracer Racer will pick them up once more. Keeping them up and keeping them in the fight. So far, an amazing defensive hold from Montreal.
Montreal really locking it down here. I mean, 2 points here for them, and I don't know about a minute 18 here compared to the 5 that we had on the reverse here. You know?
Yeah, I mean, so far, they have done a really good defense, really keeping this away. Doge Master falling already. That is a big pick. Junkrat alone. Junkrat is down. And now Winston diving in, trying to get a kill on Parasite. Ooh, what a great sleep. Dragon Master falls.
I mean, Storm needs to get out and get out fast. Oh, no.
He can't. He gets beaten up. They only have 40 seconds left. And if you're looking on the side of Miami, you are about to have 3 ultimates. It is time to everyone to press Q. But you do have the sim wall.
4 coming out.
Ooh, there is a sim wall out, so that is their only ultimate they had. Here is the tire. It is out. It doesn't get anyone though. As now here they go with the Winston trying to get rid of the Parasite, but Tracer pocketing that Widow, doing a really good job getting rid of it. Storm having to use it. He had to waste his ultimate. They get rid of the team, and Mercy falls as well. Wow.
And we are in overtime here. I mean, they've got to win another team fight, I think.
They will more than likely will have to before this is over. And if you are the side up, yeah, you're about to have 2 ultimates. I mean, you are going to have Barrage. You need to get rid of Barrage quickly. Or you need to get rid of Pharah. One of the two needs to happen. As there is the Mercy ult. And there is... Oh! C9! They walked off the point! As Montreal will hold on to it, and they will force the Game 5. They are pushing the distance in Week 1 to a Game 5. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's the first Game 5 of the season so far for both leagues.
I do believe so. Oh my goodness.
Going to Game 5, Week 1. That's what we're here for. We're back at it on the Game 5. What a great defense. What a great bounce back, though, for Montreal. Really getting beaten up in those last 2 games. Now they're back into it, it feels like. Now it feels like they have the momentum going into Game 5.
And how good do you have to feel if you're Chris right now with that fantastic Orisa ult clearing out point? I mean... OG Buns was just hiding on the other side. Storm went in the room, you know, where the health pack was. I mean, and nobody wanted a piece of that, but you can't give up point. Oh, no.
Absolutely no. I know you don't want to die to that Orisa ult, but you can't just let your... Now you're letting them go to Game 5. Now Montreal's walking to Game 5 with confidence. They were like, look, we just got knocked down 2 times straight. Now we just beat them. Pretty convincingly.
You know, you called it earlier on, and who earlier in the chat said they wanted to see Hanaoka? You're getting your wish.
Whoever said
you're not only you're not just getting Hanaoka. You're getting Hanaoka in Game 5. If there's any way to do it, that's got to be it.
Game 5. This is the first of 5. This is, we're gonna have to see how this will go. First of 5, Game 5. I know Russia's pretty good here. I don't know how dive works here all that much. This is like the newest game mode, if I remember.
It certainly is, and one of the newest maps.
Yeah, so no one really has a ton of time on this map, I feel like. Yeah, nothing like Flashpoint or any of the other older maps. I know Flashpoint is still kind of newer, but been here for a while now.
Shout outs to Cake in the chat. Rico is an absolute shambles right now. I mean, we are going to a game 5 in the last. We're going to a game 5, first to 5, Hanaoka in the last match of week 1 here in season 6 for both Ruby and Emerald here in United Rogue Overwatch. If it doesn't get more down to the wire than this, I don't know what does.
Yeah, this is going to be.
You know the only way this gets better. You know the only way this gets better
How?
if it goes to a 0.5.
Oh no! Both teams get it up to 4. We're fighting for the final point, dude. Yes, please let it happen.
If it's gonna be any two teams, it's gotta be these guys.
It's gotta be it. I hope we get to final point, final fight. Everyone has ults and everyone's pressing Q.
Oh man. Oh man.
Here we go. I do hope Storm goes back to the Ryan. He's been really good with that Ryan so far tonight. It's been fantastic.
Any number of different things could work here. I don't believe Emerald has a meta set yet for this game mode. It is new.
Yeah.
And that's not really a problem. We are seeing Orion there coming out of Storm, the Orisa. Seeing some familiar picks coming out here. Sticking with that farmer scene. Got the Tracer junk. Waiting to see what Kamani picks. But otherwise, I think this is what we're going to be seeing this match.
Absolutely. I think Caiman is going to go Moira. That's her usual go-to. Yep. Here we go. This is going to be interesting. Game 5. Here we go. They are on point. Miami is already on point. They are getting high ground first, which is always good to get. And they are going into the first team fight. OG Buns low, kind of alone, but he's fine.
Yeah.
Here they go. What a great kill. Both supports are down for Miami. Parasite falls, but Buns falls. It's just a Rhine. Dead inside with like no health, capping the point if he wants. And yeah, he is gonna take the point.
Mercy's such a great character to have here, such a great hero. To get that res and just waste no time with that momentum, just keep right on going. In this game mode, things move fast. You gotta rotate with lightning speed.
Absolutely. That's why the Juno here, I feel like, is really important for Miami. Really helps them with that speed. As you can see, they're already moving quite fast. Even though they lost a few people, Dead Inside's been low for a little while. He's like, oh, he's healing back up now. Doge is low. As Miami trying to cap the point. Dead Inside falls. Dragon falls.
Yeah,
Miami is getting the objective slowly. They are getting the percentage. They're halfway. Ooh, they're getting stopped. Storm just holding the shield. And Chris falls. They need to get rid of the Mercy, though. That Mercy's going to try to get res, I feel like. What a big one. Tracer Racer. Oh, gets rejected on the res. What a great play from Storm, rejecting the barrage and rejecting the res.
And we are 1-1.
We are 1-1. And so we begin to the march, to the final one. Dead Inside trying to get some kills as we are building ults up. Good. Both teams, we do see that Parasite as Bastion. Like I said, you really want that Bastion out to really get rid of that Rhine shield. Save your wheels for that shield. There is the Juno ult. There is the big tire. Trying to get rid of it. Parasite, great getting rid of the tire. Chris falls. Storm fighting it off. Trying to get Dead Inside, but Dead Inside still out Doge pose. Parasite falls. Miami looks like they're about halfway at getting the point. Tracer falls off the map. As, yeah, Miami, maybe? Nah, they will. They will take it. They are now back to fighting that point. There's a big shatter, getting rid of Chris already. Dead Inside having to retreat back. As, yeah, Dead Inside falls. And now, you know, if you're Miami, you really wanted to make sure you take that space. You really want this point to get up that 3-1 in this map. As here we go. It looks like Montreal rotating up high. It's about 75% on the point. They really need to touch point here. And they will. They're touching the point. They're trying to get rid of Chris of the K Falls, Doge Falls, Dragon Falls. Tracer Racer trying to do another heroic res. She does. Chris is back. Storm gets Chris off the map. What a great push off the map. Callao falls. What a great stop though for Miami in that team fight. Parasite trying to do some work as Wheels. He can't get rid of OG Buns. As now, Miami looks like they are going to cap this point. They are now here to fight for that final point. If they cap it, it's over. If they cap 2/3 of it, it's over, I think. As now, man, Miami is ready. Here comes that Montreal ult. Doesn't get anyone, but Tracer Racer does res it back. OG Buns getting a great kill. As now Chris of the K really trying. There is Juno's ult. There is Cole. There is a Shatter. There is the Ram ult. There goes Juno. And now here Chris Falls Storm trying to fight for the point. They're one cap away from ending it.
Nope, they will not.
Montreal's holding on, trying to get this point, trying to start pushing it back. They're going to cap it. Miami is giving it up, and they're getting ready for the next point fight. That was expensive though. They did use 3 ultimates during that fight to try to get that point. And now here we go for Montreal, for Miami. This is gonna be tough. Parasite falls for Miami. They need to just cap this point, and it is game over.
Oh no.
Kamani falls. Big tire out. Gets rid of Tracer Eraser. Doomfist back in. He can't get anyone. And it looks like Miami is now steadily ticking away at it. We do see that Sombra. There is the visor. Doge falls.
Oh, Doge goes down.
Trying to get that Sombra. We're up by a bit. There's a res. Can't get the res. The Doom is in. And they can't. Miami looks like they are going to get it. They get game 5, and they get the series. They are closing the case on this first week. What a absolute tooth and nail match, though, for both teams.
What an absolutely wild series. And, you know, honestly, if you're Montreal, respect to both teams, great games played. But I'm going to be honest, I think this was an upset, actually.
To be honest, for both teams here, whatever team you're on, can't be disappointed with the outcome. You went to game 5. Going to game 5 proves you were good. Your team was good. For both teams, trust me, a lot of teams wish they would just go to game 5 as their first week. It'd be a great outcome. Going to a game 5 is always a good start to your season. Win or lose, you can at least be like, hey, look, we went to game 5. Pretty good, and yeah.
Fantastic games. I mean, I loved it. What can I say? I mean, I gameplay out of both teams. Much respect to both of them. I am not surprised I went to a game 5. You called it. You were absolutely right, and it has been a pleasure watching this, as I'm sure it was for them to play it.
Absolutely, as that will wrap it up for us here for week 1. I know maybe sometime next week we'll probably have our little podcast we do. but maybe we'll have to see. But until next time, we'll see y'all later. Bye bye.
Good night.